Hello and welcome to the show. We are here on GTA 5 doing a little bit of house cleaning. Well, that worked. Stinty built the map and likes to put barrels on pole position, knowing that me being host for this will have me crash into a barrel. So I was about to do that myself, but Stinty came along and cleared the barrel out of the way for all of us. We are racing some more of the new vehicles. We have got the Audi that I've immediately forgotten the name of. Good work from me. Has quite a few modifications, I believe, this one. We have a few race kits and so on for it. It's quite a nice looking vehicle, this one. You can do some cool stuff to it. I'm curious to see how it is going to fare around the circuit. We'll do a little flamethrower before we get underway at the 1 minute mark. This is a fast circuit. Some good overtaking spots potentially. We expect these cars to be fairly decent around here. We're going to go around the outside at turn 1, just try and stay out of trouble. The 4-lap race is a bit of a longer lap around this one. Ooh, a little bit of a twitch, a little bit of a wiggle from the red car there as we all fly into the next corner and everybody is relatively well behaved. For now. Won't last. It's GTA. Of course it won't last. Why would it last? We're hoping with these... Oh, there's a pink car in the wall. That would be Impega to the back of, the back of the field, to the 11th position. Plenty of time, of course, for things to change. You don't want to run in too deep through there. This is actually a really nasty corner. The outside is horrible because, as you saw what happened with Danger Man's car there, the car on the inside, it just naturally drifts out wide because of the crest, because of the time they spend in the air. So if you're stuck on the outside, the car on the inside has to really slow down, and they're not quite aware how much you have to slow down. It's a dangerous corner, basically. We got away with it. We got away with it. Don't fall over the edge of the bridge. Change a little bit of grass cutting from me. Not quite intent. Not quite what you want to do. There's some slow down bushes there which could screw you over. Let's not end up in the back of the blue machine of Stinty. We've got a good run down here. I'm going to have no one to go with. No slipstream. Team Orange is too far away. Oh, offensive blue will get back. Yeah, no one moved across. Fair enough. I hoped that in the fighting somebody might have gone, but nobody did. Oh, I think there was a car trying to dodge out the way of a pillar in all of that, so it's all got a little bit busy. I'm going to sit back here because there's not space for another car in all of that. In fact, me sitting back there might give me the run I need. Brazen's going to get slipstream off the offensive blue car. I'll get the slipstream off Nine Tails. In fact, I kind of lose out in all of that as I go 4 wide. Maybe I'm okay with losing out again. You know, all we have to do is be there at the end of the race. We don't have to be leading immediately. We don't have to be leading at this particular point of the race. Oh, that's another 3-ride moment as we all have a little bit of a... Ooh, what happened to Brazen's car? I'm not sure. At 1 minute that was pointing straight, and the next minute that was pointing 90 degrees across the track, blocking everyone. I think there was a bit of... lagged. Brazen's disconnected. That would be some form of lag. Oh, drifty Audis around that final corner. The train line, it's only a small bump, but it is a bump, and you go across that train line and it will throw the car. Oh, Team Orange are going for the bump draft. Pretty effective, actually. Unlike some of the other cars that we've had with this new update, these look like they can take a bump draft and not be immediately spun out, which is nice. Yeah, that gives us some confidence. Probably shouldn't go and try it very often. Ewan just clip that barrier. Yeah, probably not a good thing to try all that often. I say that. Do we give it a try on Gliska here? Boom. Yeah, these can push. These can actually push. Oh, that's fantastic news. An actual sensible race car from the new update. It means we might get a good race. I lost out in the end of that. I say we might get a good race. I'm sure now I've said that and now we've tested that. The next time there's a bump, it's going to screw someone over. Oh, Blakey, not the bridge. Team Orange has almost fallen over. Team Orange almost had a bit of a terrible time. We're okay. Blakey's not. At least our part of Team Orange is okay. Ooh, don't put wheels on that outside grass bit. Ewan's playing with the foliage, not where you want to be. Iffy corner, that one. Let's just get back into the old slipstream if we could. Big stop down there. I could carry a bit more speed, but if I did, I'd end up in the back of the car ahead of me, so we're just going to have a lift. Oh, these have actually got a decent... God for that. Thank God for that. It means you can race closely with each other and not worry about the game freaking out entirely. Now, no one's really going anywhere at the moment because no one's got any slipstream, and this little slipstreaming beats curb boosting any day of the week. Let's just wiggle their way to the front. because no one got organised further back. They were 3 wide, nobody getting any slipstream. Here comes Stinty to the outside. I am going to follow around the outside. I don't think I'll make this one stick. It's who can break. Oh, Gliska's up on 2 wheels. That's commitment to the corner right there. That is commitment to the corner. We get the big run. Oh, we get the big run. Again, look at that. Contact between cars without them freaking out and spinning across the track. How brilliant I get onto. These might roll, you know. With a big enough curve, I suspect we could see some upside-down Audi. I definitely think upside-down Audi is a possibility. They will spin if you do that. Light contact you'll get away with. Heavy contact in the braking zone. That was too much slipstream from a Frosty Gold machine back there. Just couldn't slow it down in time. We did see the speed that was carrying towards us. Is quite a, kind of why I realised where that was going. I'm not going to fight that. However, not much Defty could have done in that particular one. I get the least amount of sliding going on. We will take the lead. There's an upside down Ninetales. I should suspect back there. Here comes Stinty with that move to the inside. If that had been the final lap, we would have come third. We would have had, been out dragged to the line. A little brush on the wall for the offensive blue machine. We've got a good run, but I got nowhere to go with it. I got a very, very good run through there, but I couldn't make the most of it. I guess I could have given Gliska a help. Here we go. Go. And Blakey's shot past on the inside. A little bit of recovery drive from Team Orange. We've got Team Orange and Team Kind of Blue. That'll work, and Team Pink smacks the wall. So maybe if we can keep it with Team Orange and Team Kind of Blue, that would be better. 3-car battle, good. 4-car battle, dangerous. 6-car battle, really bad idea. Generally. Sometimes survive a 6-car battle. That's a light blue machine close to the wall. We'll give Blakey a little bit of a helping hand. Don't think it's really going to help around the outside there. Yeah, these might be the best cars for racing we've come across in GTA. These might be some of the best cars we've come across for racing, because you can actually get away. You can get... Ooh, spinny bush. Bushes will still spin your car. The lightest bumps don't spiral your car out of control. That was not a light bump. That was... Oh, Team Orange is the wrong side of the barrier. That was not a light bump at all. We'll go get back into slipstream. Blakey, I mean, would be pushing it. Maybe we'll catch up before the very end of the final lap. It would be pushing it, most definitely. Oh, that's a lot of speed through there. It's going to be a lot of speed, but I'm not going to have anywhere to go. In fact, Stinty is going to get to the inside. I'm going to... Oh, there's a pink car up the inside. I'm not going to fight that because there's a signpost in the way. Oh, you know what we said about 6 cars bad? Guess what we've now got? 6 cars. We have a 6-car battle for the lead. I'm going to have a lift there because, the grey car had to have a lift as well. We're going to be on the outside there with a very, very big run, but I want to fall back in line behind the pink machine. I'm going to be just stuck going the long way around. We'll just have a lift. Oh, we're going to have a lift around there. Get going. Just put the pink car back, pointing the right way. I tried to have a lift around the outside. I don't think any amount was going to work for what was happening there. So, Stinty leads from Liam. And they're side by side through that corner. That helps me out a little bit. Oh, that's backed in way too much through there. That won't help out at all. I guess we can now hope for some slipstream. There's nobody behind, so if we move across, doesn't matter. Yeah, so the leaders are side by side. That is the good news for us. They're side by side. No one's getting slipstream. We will catch up to them in no time whatsoever. So fast through turn 1. It looks like turn 1 would be a sensible overtaking opportunity. It's not. Stevie's made a car monument on the inside, I spy there. It's not really an overtaking opportunity because you're just so quick. There's so little braking zone that if you've not out-dragged them by the corner, you're not going to dive. Not when we're all in equal cars, you're just not going to get the dive done. It's all about timing now. We've got to stay, we've got to be in the fight until the end, and you've got to time your run right. There's side-by-side shenanigans again through there. I'm happy to sit and bide a little bit here. Oh, Gliska's gone to the inside and he's going to get a run. Gliska might get to the lead here. We're not really looking for a pass there, if anything. Just don't think it's going to work. Pretty sure the red car tried to cut the inside of that corner too much, hit the ditch. And that was the end of that. Liam took a janky line trying to get past Gliska and couldn't make it stop in time. However, he's going to maybe hold on to second. No, we get the run on the exit. It's a 4-car battle. I mean, it's not too far back before it's a 6-car battle again. We get a run here. Now, are we going to He had a run briefly. Unfortunately, I was hoping somebody was going to go with us so that we could do a slipstream, but there was nobody to be going with us there. Oh, that was, again, we're looking for a slightly alternative. Oh, that's the first time the GTA physics have got the better of us on that one, unfortunately. Okay, maybe that was just a heavy enough hit on the corner. Oh, Kliska's got into the sign. Oh, dear. That was Scotty to the lead of the race. Can we catch? And I think there will be an opportunity before the end of this. There will be an opportunity because we're going to have 3 or 4 cars working together down here. Scotty's got no company for the moment. We're going to run down here, but not going to make any passes stick there. I think it's going to happen at that part of the circuit. Now, if we can get a little bit of slipstream off Kliska, I don't want to be 4th. Well, maybe you do even. Who knows? We don't really know what's going to happen. There's so many cars. I've just looked behind and saw the group of vehicles. That's a lot of cars into this final section. I got shunted into Kliska. Now, Scotty has got a pretty big lead here. I can't move across because there's a red car in the way. Scotty's trying to break the tow. I think Stinty's going to get it. Stinty's going to get it. I'm going to get second. Almost got it on the line. Not enough time. Scotty tried. Scotty tried everything he could, and there was literally nothing more Scotty could do there with Stevie on the the monument to the purple machine. Fastest lap would go to Scotty, and not surprised, actually, he really did catch up to the fields. That was mad. That was an absolutely mad. I mean, from 1st to 7th, 1st to 8th almost, are separated by, what, 2nd, perhaps, in all of that. I had one slightly wonky physics moment, but on the whole, those are really bloody good cars. So, for our next race, we are using the S80RR. It is the new kind of race car added to GT. I'm going to call it an LMP car just to annoy Blakey. It's a Group C vehicle. It can become a bunch of different ones. It's, in standard guise, looks like the Nissan, but it can become a whole bunch of different ones depending on what kind of bodywork you want, or what a vague replica of different ones. It's kind of a cool little vehicle. Immensely fast, this thing. Managed to deal with the Stinty barrel quite nicely as well off the start. Thankfully, because the front's so low with this, it actually scoops the barrel up rather than goes over it when you are going from a standing start into it. If you're going at high speed, that barrel will screw you up, but from a standing start, it's okay. This has got immense levels of grip, as you would expect from a full-on race car. One thing we do have to watch out for, so we use this in a quick test race beforehand to check if it was working, and these cars, unlike the Audi, will not get away with contact because we have lovely big diffuser at the rear, lovely slanted nose at the front, if you like. These all effectively act as ramp cars. I mean, quite effectively act as ramp cars, really. They lift and scoop anything out of the way if you are unlucky / not careful with them. So, yeah, we're going to have to be mindful of that. We will not get away with bump drafting. There will be no teamwork involved with this particular vehicle. Can we get up? I mean, catch up, of course, will bring us up to Brazen. We're trying to be a little bit sneaky. Oh, it looks like Stinty got in trouble behind us. I'm going to stop swerving around now that we've got cars around us, because that's always the risky bit. I think Brazen's going to lift on the outside, probably for the best. One of the red cars had a big dive up the inside, didn't quite make it work, but did get it back under control. So there's so much going on. Again, like the Wagner, like the new Izzy, because these are so fast and they change direction, they accelerate and decelerate so quickly, you've got to have your full wits about you at all time. What I mean is, these can change direction and hit something before you even realise there's something there to hit sometimes. They are brutal, especially like that hairpin. We were all checking up a little bit, just trying to stay out of trouble. Or I was trying to stay out of trouble with the car ahead, and the car, I think it was Brazen, had to suddenly slam on the brakes because we were going a lot slower than expected. It's really easy to get caught out by that. This is all getting very busy. Someone got caught on the slow-mo bushes. Yeah, I think the cars behind us just have to be a little bit patient. We've got plenty of laps to go. We've got plenty of time to go. And plenty of opportunities for... Oh, a little bit of lag. Oh, Brazen died. I don't quite know what on. I've got nowhere to go. I don't know what happened to the yellow car. That just suddenly went up in the air and took Kliska with it. So that's always an entertaining, interesting one. We are, again, it's just bide your time for the moment. I actually got a pretty poor run off of that. Red car in the middle is going to have the best of the runs, and I can't do anything here. Nope, we're again, I mean, I might get to the inside of Stinty, but I can't really fly up the inside. It's 3 wide through there. That is so narrow for these cars. Everyone doing a very, very good job at the moment of being respectful and giving that little bit of space that is needed. I don't want to be going too wide down here because of that jump. It's so easy to get in trouble with that. We get a run on Stinty. We will have a Blakey coming to join us soon in that orange car and a whole other large group of vehicles. And that's when things will get really sketchy. We're managing a 5-car battle quite nicely at the moment, which is good. It's hard to do with these cars when they are this quick. It really is hard to do this sort of battle without making any mistakes at all, because one mistake leads to a big crash. We've got dumped on the outside. We got away with a little bit of a nudge there, which kind of surprised me. There is a pink car getting soaring past with a little bit of slipstream. We have now got a run. Got a run, but it's not a very good one. Pega's just run out of momentum on the outside. We are going to just leave a little bit of space. I bounced the rear end. We're going to lose 2 places in that. I lost 2 places because the rear of my car just bounced a little bit across the apex. I guess I hit the dirt ever so slightly. Team Orange are fighting their way through the next corner. I'm not in the slip. I'm leading this group now, sort of the group 2, and they're 5 wide ahead. Guys, that's asking for somebody to get in trouble. I've got a huge run. Blakey's got a huge run. I've got nowhere to go with it, though. There's so many cars. Let's just wait. Just wait a little bit. There's a lot of cars now. Something's got to give. Hopefully. Oh, and Hegger ended up just pinged off that inside sort of circle curbing that gets used. I have a feeling that red car hit the slowdown bushes. So we're going to be careful around the outside because of the train track bump will really screw you over. We get mega slingshot. Both me and whichever one of the red cars it is, I can't see, get a mega slingshot. I presume Danger Man because Ninetales just took the lead. Oh, there was a bump. Yeah, that's why you don't bump draft. That's why I went round the outside, and that's why you do not touch the back of another car here. You just can't, because that is what happens. No, I don't even know. I was alongside. I don't even know what happened, though. You can't really check. I think everyone actually survived that surprisingly well. We're going to get Steam Train down here, but I can't move across and risk anything at the moment. So we will just go and take a 4th place through there. We get actually a decent exit. That's the level of contact you can get away with on the back of these cars, it would seem. Light brush. Apparently also the wings can occasionally get interlocked. I personally haven't experienced it, but yeah, apparently, the wings can sometimes get connected between vehicles if you are unlucky, and then there's not very much you can do when that one happens. This goes through the middle. We've had some seriously impressive overtaking manoeuvres. We've unfortunately got slightly marred by that one big crash on the start line last time around, but we've had some unbelievable overtaking manoeuvres go on, because at the moment everyone is being cautious when they need to be and giving each other enough space when they need to. We've got a good run down here. We're going to run out of that run without any slipstream ahead of us. Can we get any slipstream off of those? Nope, I don't want to be part of that. I'm not going to be part of that. Green car backs off as well. Green car hits that sideways moment. I've got nowhere to go again. Red car. Ewan's up the inside. Lagging pink machine. Almost caused chaos. I don't quite know where that's ended up. Where's Impega gone? I don't know. I think it pinged off the circuit. I think it pinged well clear of all of us, which bad for Impega, good for us. That, I presume it was lag. It's weird. It was there 1 second and then gone, which is looking to try and get to the inside. Yeah, that was a lifting up the back of my car. Grey vehicle has shot down the inside and made up some positions. Looked very much like it was about to torpedo somebody, and then it got to the lead briefly and then lost it all the way back to 3rd again. 3 wide, guys. They're already 2 wide. Thankfully, 3 wide around that turn there is going to end really poorly. Now, let's get some slipstream here. See, we have got at least a massive amount of slipstream. If this was the final lap, yeah, we would be able to... In fact, if this was the final lap, we would actually win it from 6th. The red car would... No, we wouldn't. We'd lose out to the red car in all of that. That positioning is going to be so important. You've got to be in the lead group, there's no doubt about it. However, when you get... when you get your boost, when you're going to be dragged towards the front is so very important. Unless there is a big crash. which when we've got 7 cars for the lead, might have, I think it's more than 7 to be honest. We're just kind of defending up that inside because I haven't got much else I can do here. Ninetales will get us. Yeah, well, maybe we'll get us. Ninetales will draw alongside. Gliska's going to be the one with a brave move there. I'm trying to cut back underneath. Not going to happen. And now there's likely to be less give and take here. Oh, thankfully, Defty, well, Defty, I think, got a little carried away with a slipstream pull. And thankfully for me, I got turned back the right way by another car. Oh, come on. Every time. What is it with me on the final laps? And it's just we become this massive target on the final lap where everybody just wants to nudge the back of the car. Ewan had murdered himself on a bridge. That was a little ping off of the ditch for me, but we got away with that one. Can we get around the rest of this lap, please, without somebody else having a half-arsed sniff up the inside and putting me sideways? That would be great. Defty with a massive run, which I want to follow. In fact, this is pretty good for me in terms of Defty got a huge run. We can slipstream the whole way down here. And it does put us in maybe, oh, Defty ate a fence. Still, again, it's still not out of it. It's still not out of it at this point because we've got another big straight as the sun is starting to set on an interesting race. It's either going to be a mighty crash or a mighty finish. It could go either way. It's 2 and 3, and I'm going to make it 3 wide down this middle bit here. I've tried not to get in trouble through here. There's only so much that you can do. Blakey's having a look somewhere about thinking the inside with the other Team Orange vehicle. Blakey's onto the outside now. It's just, you can't keep track. You can't look forward to see where cars are to not hit them and look back to see where cars are to not change direction into them if something goes on. We're side by side around this final. Oh no! I knew it. I absolutely knew it would happen. I mean, since he's waited, but it's irrelevant now. I knew it would happen. I knew somebody would bin me on the final lap. After the final lap we'd had, we worked back up, and yeah, it's just not worked for me. These new cars, they have just not worked for me. Good track, good racing. It's just so easy to make that tiny little mistake, and the cars are so sensitive. I can understand the race cars to an extent. It's not as egregious. It's not weirdly. It's not even as bad as the Mini in these. I can understand the scooping that goes on, but yeah, Audis are good. Audis are very good for some close racing. Hey, at least Team Orange won. That's something. That's something. These things are insanely fast. Very difficult to race closely with other vehicles, sadly. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and of course thank you to Stinty for building this fantastic circuit. Until next time, a goodbye.